If the conversation initially went differently, we probably would have shook hands at the end of the encounter.
To the passengers in that car?
I would apologize to him too. I held up that day.
To the police commissioner?
I sincerely apologize. He's been doing a lot of good work to strengthen community relations in the city, and I set that back. That I would personally work to fix that.
I got news for you, and use this lesson. Remember this in the future. Don't ever do that again.
It was a YouTube video that swept across the internet, an NYPD detective ranting at an Uber driver, even as the driver appeared to be polite and apologetic. But Cherry tells us there was much more to the story before the camera started rolling. In our interview, he tells us he was parking for work, having a tough time fitting into a spot. The blinker was on, his car in reverse, when the Uber driver came up behind him fast.
I tried to indicate that I was pulling to the spot. Driver came up on the other side of me and was still angry, throwing his hands up and saying something.
Then he says the cabbie pulled away. He put on his police lights and pulled him over. Cherry says all that happening before the tape started rolling.
When I woke up, it was an annoying, I was uptight. I wanted to know what the problem was. I asked him for his license. He turned away from me, and he turned back with a smirk and told me he wasn't going to give me anything. I got mad.
And that's where Detective Cherry says the tape begins.
Sir, you understand me?
Sir, I am not saying...
Do you understand me?
Yes, I understand.
Okay.
You can't judge 3 minutes of a tape involving me and me alone as an indication that that's the common practice of the New York City Police Department. At the end of the day, this was simply one individual who got angry and yelled.
Cherry is now assigned to desk duty.
I'm willing to take my punishment.
And he says he hopes the driver will accept his apology.
I would tell him I was sorry, and I'd offer to buy him some dinner.
No word yet if such a meeting and apology will be accepted. And he says some of the language about how long the driver had been here was about whether he understood parallel parking rules. He says they were not meant to offend, but he knows there is healing to be done.